Good morning. Aloha. I'm going to wait for a few minutes and just see who comes in live. And for now, you can watch me drink the rest of my fennel and cucumber good morning juice. Hello. I'm drinking this because my digestion was not so good yesterday. I indulged over the weekend and I had duck for the first time. Chinese style duck. Oh, so good, but so hard on the digestive system. So this is just going to help me to move everything else out and bring my body back into fighting form. So welcome to whoever's here. I see that someone is here with me now live. And if you can throw a little comment into the chat box, let me know how the volume is, how the sound is. Let me know how you're doing today. And if there's something specific you would need in your movement practice, I would love to accommodate. And so I want to focus a little bit in on the shoulders today, stretching the shoulders, strengthening the shoulders, the rotator cuff, which is a bunch of muscles that work together. And so if that works for you, great. And if that doesn't work for you, you can always check out a different video. Or you can use that little box, that little chat box, say something and let me know what you would like to do today. And I'll see if I can incorporate a little bit of that. So without further ado, we're going to come down onto the floor and get our Pilates practice on. Oh, got to take that last sip. So good. So good. Okay, so for the first thing we're going to be doing today, you'll be needing some blocks. So if you don't have a trusty yoga block, you can use a stack of books. You can use some rolled blankets. Whatever you've got is great. Don't feel like you have to go out and grab, okay, thanks, yoga blocks, but they are amazing and they're very versatile. And I do love them and recommend grabbing a pair of these. So what we're going to do is, and we've done this in my practice, in my classes before, I love this shape. It feels so good in my body. The first block at its medium height, the second block a little bit further down, and that one's at its lowest. If you don't have blocks, you can roll up a blanket or a towel and place it behind your back on top of your shoulder. Oh, your shoulder blades will sit on top of it. And so if you are working with the blocks, nice. First block, bottom of the shoulder blade. Second block, your head is resting on. And you can extend the legs straight. And just taking some big, deep breaths, open arms, wide open arms. And just settling into your body, into your practice today by focusing in on the breath. Big breaths. Relax the jaw, relax the shoulders, open the chest, open the heart. And from here, with the arms wide open, you are going to bring your hands into fists and then bend at the wrist, hands in towards you. So already I feel some stretching in my wrists through my forearms. And you might sort of rock the wrists a little here. But we're just holding this shape, breathing in deep, breathing out deep. Inviting that stretch into the hands, into the forearms, into the wrists. And 5 more breaths here. Good. And bend the elbows, wiggle the fingers, reach the arms up to the sky, shake out the hands. Circle the wrists. Another way as well. Reach the arms overhead. Oh, my Roomie's home, finally. Hi. And float the arms all the way up into the air. Bring the elbows down to the earth, robot arms. Take a big breath in. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Force the air out through the mouth. And just switching your breath into that contained exhale that helps you activate your abs. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Just lift the head a few inches up off the block. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, lower your head back down. That's it. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Tuck the chin to your chest. Press into the elbows. Hover the head up off that first block. Or off the floor if you're working with a blanket instead. Inhale, hold. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pause. Exhale again, activate the belly, press down into the elbows, tuck the chin, lift. We're going to hold it here. Slide your elbows right underneath the shoulders and bring your forearms down by your waist. Take a big breath in. Exhale, push into the elbows, push into the forearms, lift up onto the hands, and widen the feet. Windshield wipe the knees side to side. And just noticing, so my hips are really tight this morning, so I'm going to do a few more of these. Good. Now tip the knees all the way to the right. Swing the left arm around. You can drop the gaze down. Big breaths here. And so we'll just be alternating between yoga breathing and Pilates breathing. When we're static in a shape, you can go into that Ujjayi yoga breath, breathing through the nose. Just allowing the belly to be full, the body to be open. And then whenever you start to move, you can pull the belly in, exhale with a little bit more firmness through the belly, that Pilates breath out through the mouth if you like. And that's going to support the movement by activating the abs. So you have that containment and stability. And move to the other side. Good. And again, exhale, squeeze the belly, come back around to neutral, wide legs. Just kick those legs out in front, as wide as your mat. Take a big breath in, long spine. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round the shoulders forward, slide the fingertips all the way down towards your feet. And we're going to improve the sound quality of the music in 1 second. There we go. Checking in with the body, noticing where there's tightness. Maybe swaying if that feels good, bringing any intuitive movement into your practice, honoring your body in that way. And then rolling up, stack vertebra by vertebra, sit up tall. We're going to move the blocks out of the way here. Off to the side. And flip over, come onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees underneath the hips. Inhale, arch your back, lift your tailbone. Exhale, scoop under, round into the spine. And a few more at your own pace, luxuriating into the stretch, into the sensation of the stretch. Exhale, round. And again, inhale, arch. This time on the exhale, let's come into neutral. So we are pulling the rib cage up just a little away from the earth, spreading the shoulder blades wide. And I want you to keep your head lifted so that the skull is in line with the rest of the spine, in line with the tailbone. Now, focusing on the shoulder blades. Inhale, I want you to lower your chest a few inches towards the earth. So the shoulder blades actually slide in towards each other. And then as you exhale, you're going to push your chest away from the earth and spread the shoulder blades wide. So moving the scapula. These are called scapula push-ups. Inhale, chest towards the earth. The elbows stay straight. And then exhale, spread the shoulders. We'll do that a few more times. Keep the belly pulled in. Nice. Exaggerate it as much as it feels good in your body. So learning how to separate the shoulder blades helps us find more stability in our plank position, in our push-up position. And this was one of the biggest mistakes I've seen, or I used to see regularly when I was in studio with people for years and years. Even yoga teachers didn't know to properly stabilize by accessing the shoulders in this way. 2 and 1. Let's pivot the fingertips around to face your knees. Curl your toes under and just shift your weight back. So getting that stretch back into the hands, into the forearms. And you can peel the heels of the hands up off the earth and then back down. Good. 3. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Peel the hands all the way back and then just give the hands a little shake. Pump the fingers in and out of fists. Wiggle the fingers like you're playing piano. Excellent. And then we are going to shift your weight back. Come into a squat. Let the pelvis sink really low. If you have trouble in a squat shape, you can bring a blanket underneath your heels. Or you can even sit up on top of a stack of blocks. Making this shape as accessible as you can by just finding a little support. Good. A few more breaths here. If you want, you can bring the palms into your heart. Lengthen up through the spine, open through the chest. Good. Next, exhale, tip the weight forward, straighten out the legs, coming into a standing forward fold or dangling. And let the head hang heavy. You can hold opposite elbows here, sway. Bend the knees like you're coming to squat or coming into a chair pose. Lift the belly away from the thighs. Reach the arms out in front. And just give me a little pulse, a little pulse. Stick your bum right out. Starting to get warm. Taking off a layer or 2. Stay in that squat. Stay in that pulse. Pulse. Warming up the legs. 7, 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Inhale, stick out your bum. Exhale, scoop up, round. And again, inhale, stick out your bum, bend your knees more. Exhale, scoop up, round. Last one, inhale. Exhale, scoop up. Let's grab one of the blocks. And if you don't have a block, if you've got a weight instead, you can use the weight. We're coming into a lunge position, left foot forward, right foot back, and you can keep both knees a little bit bent. Bring your left elbow onto the left thigh and just holding the block in the right hand, let it swing like a pendulum forward and back or in circles. Good. Do a few circles. Really allow the arm to hang heavy. Keep the belly firm. And then when you're ready to switch, bring the right foot forward, left foot back. Find that lunge shape. Same thing on the left side. And you're just letting it hang. You're not trying to direct the movement so much. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of that, but you really want it to be heavy. And hang, using the weight of that block, using the weight of gravity to gently tug and traction the arm out of the socket. Good. All right, step the left foot forward, squat back down, float the arms out in front. Another pulse, 10, 9, so really working those glutes. 8, 7, keep the belly pulled in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna bend all the way down. Come down to your knees, arms wide, inhale. And then swing your right arm down underneath your left. Bring your left arm across your chest. Big breaths here. Long through the spine, long through the crown of the head. We'll reach the arms up into the air. Bend the left elbow, hold on to the left elbow. Noticing where you have that openness to breathe more into the places in your body. Noticing where there's tightness or resistance, just noticing. Awareness is empowering. That's how we can bring little improvements or create a game plan where we notice that there's space for work to be done. All right, arms wide again. We're going to sweep the left arm down underneath the right arm across the chest. Big yoga breaths. Good. Full lung capacity. And then reach the arms up. Bend the right elbow. Grab hold of the right elbow. Noticing from one side to the other how things feel, how things move, what's different, what's similar. And then release. Center yourself on your mat. Starting with the left side, slide that left leg all the way off to the side. We're going to start without the blocks, and then we can add the blocks in to make things a little more challenging. Float the arms up. Draw your pubic bone forward so the tailbone points down towards the earth instead of sticks out behind you. Lock the ribs down into place. We're going to inhale, tip over to the right side, tap the right fingertips towards the earth, and then exhale, come back up to the center. Inhale, lean. Exhale, lift. Transitioning to that Pilates breathing. So we have that steady firmness through the belly as you access the obliques and lift. Good. Four. Nice. 3, 2, and 1. Let's lean over to the right side. Stay leaning over there. If you need some support, block underneath the fingertips. I love that support. And just taking that big stretch. Good. Now from here, up off the block, reach the right arm up in the air. Left arm stays. Exhale, lift. Now, if you want, you can bring that block up. Good. 4. Exhale, lift 3. It's harder than it looks. 2, a lot of work for the low back here. And 1. Bring it back down, leaning into the right side. You can bring your left hand up onto your hip. You can lift that left leg up off the floor and then down. Exhale, lift and down. So when we do Pilates, wherever we're moving the body away from gravity, that's where the exhale is going to be most supportive. Where there's effort. 4, 3, 2, good job. Hold it up at 1. Hold that leg up in the air. Little circles forward. 5, 4, belly tight. 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Take it back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot out. Point the knees out or the knee out. Now we're going to lean over to the left side. Swing the right arm over. Big breaths. Back to yoga breathing. Good. Rotate the chest to look towards that left thigh. Straighten out the left leg. Bring the hands down on either side of the left leg. And shift your booty over towards the right side. And then you can walk your hands back to the center. Slide the right leg out. Walk the hands back up onto the hips. Push the pubic bone forward, tailbone down. Reach the arms wide. We're going to inhale to the left side. Tap the fingertips. Exhale back up to standing. Inhale, tap. And lift. Long spine, head over shoulders or head over heart. And we're going to keep moving slowly with control. That's what Pilates is all about. That rhythm in the breath propels the movement. Slow and controlled, focused movement. 5, 4, 3, exhale, lift. 2, and 1. Tip down on the left side, reach the right arm over. Take that stretch. Good. Big breaths. Now making things a little more challenging. If you want, you can lift the block up, lift the left arm up. Right arm stays in space. Wow, this is really hard for me on this side. That's good. We want to challenge ourselves. 5, you can always do it without the block. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Reach the left hand down, press it down, lift that right leg up and tap it down. Exhale, lift and lower. Watch that you're not arching your back here. Try and keep that pubic bone pushing forward, the glutes slightly firm, and the rib cage locked in position towards the pelvis. 5, 4, 3, good. Hold it up for 1, little circles forward, 5, and then that's it. 4, 3, 2, good job. Take it back. Good. And 1, step it down. Pivot the knee and toes out and shift the weight over that right side. Reach the left arm over. Big deep breaths. From here, we're going to rotate the rib cage to face the right leg. You're going to straighten your right leg, frame the leg with the hands, and shift your hips towards the left side, getting that nice stretch in. Big breaths here. Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. Good. Stay with it. Stay with it. And then walk the hands forward and bring the knees back to tabletop position. Inhale, arch the back and round the spine. And we're just going to move the hips side to side a few times. Good. Walk the hands up the thighs. You're going to grab hold of a block and bring the block behind your back. And again, push the pubic bone forward by firming your bum. Keep the chest broad, head lifted. Chin is just hovering over the heart. And we're just going to move the arms a few inches to the right and to the left. To the right, to the left. I know it's a bit awkward. You're getting a bit of a stretch through the front of the shoulder. You're contracting the triceps while you do this. Good. Keep the center of the body still. You can also do this with a blanket or a towel instead. As I say, you can do it with a didgeridoo. I'm looking in the corner and there's a didgeridoo or rain stick there. Or the rod from your curtains. 3, 2, and 1. Place that block between your thighs at its most narrow point and just shake out the shoulders. Shake out the arms rather. Excuse me. Squeeze the block between the thighs, firm your booty, pull the rib cage down, swing the hands behind the head, elbows wide, push your head and your hand towards each other, creating like a little bit of a lock in the neck and the head and the shoulders, the chest. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, bring it forward. We're just leaning a little bit back, quads start to contract, front of the thighs. Inhale, lean, exhale, lift, 8. Good. Why I love Pilates so much is like we're just subtly strengthening the entire body. And we're encouraging long, lean muscles, integrity in our joints. Feels so good. 4. And we're really strengthening at the core, not just the superficial muscles that look cool. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come forward and grab the block. Bend your elbows in front, and we're going to move the block side to side. Good. To side, side to side. Keep the elbows locked into the rib cage. It's like a typewriter. So you're going to feel some opening across the front of the shoulder where the bicep tendon is. Yes. Big breaths, yoga breaths here. Beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now it's something that's slightly confusing. Shake out the arms. Bring your right palm to face up and hug the elbow in towards the rib cage. We are going to think about what a spiral staircase looks like and what it would look like to go up the spiral staircase and down the spiral staircase. So the palm, you're going to fold the hand in towards your waist and then out. All the way around your head and out. So there's 2 spirals there. You're going to spiral the fingertips back in, elbow moves out, fingertips in, elbows move out, or elbow moves out, fingertips out, elbow in, fingertips in, elbow out, fingertips around, elbow out, and back. So there's those 2 spirals. Now, if I'm going to make this more challenging, I'm going to tell you you're holding a teacup in your hand filled with very hot tea. And now we're trying not to spill the tea. It's very hard. So we want to try and keep that palm flat. And you will have to move your upper body. I want you to keep your glutes firm as you do this. If you want to, you can squeeze that block between the thighs again. Good. Nice work. Belly tight, even if you're moving through the rib cage. Yes. Beautiful. Good. One more time. If you don't get it today, don't stress. You're going to get it. We're going to do this a lot. I haven't done it in a while. I love this. I forgot how much I love this. It's really great for mobilizing the shoulder. And I think with the amount of stress we've all been through this year, everyone's got a lot of tension up in those shoulders, upper back. All right, let's switch it over. Left side. We start with the palm up, elbow in. We wave the palm forward and in, out, and around. Palm in, out, in, out. Now for me, the right side was really easy. The left side's pretty stiff. So just noticing in your body what information you find. Good. And again, if you're spilling tea all over yourself, that's okay for now. We're working towards the ability to hold that teacup flat. And eventually we'll be able to balance a weight or a block, a heavy block on the palm and be able to do this. And so we're just working on mobility first, and we're working on the connection from our hand to our elbow to our shoulder, all the way into our brain. Stay with fluid breath, calm breath. I know some of you are giggling at yourself right now. That's totally fine. Good. Let's keep it going. A few more. Catching up to the right side. That's like a really cool dance move too. When we go back to when we can go out in public again, dance parties, you can take this move to your next dance party. So you want to work on it. Want to work on it while we can. And then you can present it as some fly dance move. Yes, beautiful. Starting to feel like work now. A few more, almost there. Tummy tight. It's getting a little easier. Last one. Beautiful. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. We're coming back to the lean back. If you want to make it a little harder, second block, you can hold it across your chest, or you can bring it behind your head, or hardest is going to be right up overhead. Press the hands into the block. Tuck the chin down, lock the ribs into the pelvis. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, bring it forward. 10. Inhale, lean. Exhale, bring it forward. 9. Good job. 5. 4. Again, starting to get challenging. 3. And 1. Beautiful. Step the left foot forward. Come into a low lunge. Let's stretch out those quads. Let the pelvis drop down. Big breaths. Okay, shift your weight to the middle until the knee is stacked right over the ankle on the left leg. Curl the right toes under. Exhale, hover the right knee. You're going to shift your weight forward, lift the right leg up off the floor. From the low lunge to lifting the right leg back behind you. Keep the gaze down off the tip of your nose. Exhale, lift. Now you can do this without the hands touching the blocks. That's going to be a heck load harder. Challenge yourself, do what you can. Keep it up. You're doing great. 3, 2, 1. Come down into that hovering position. Bring your hands onto your hips. Give me a little pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right knee all the way down. Pivot the right heel back. Step the left foot out. Back into that side angle position. We're going to do another round of the arm things, the tipping things that help us activate the abs. If you want blocks in your hands at this round, you can do it. Arms wide. Inhale, tip to the right. Tap down through the right side. Exhale, lift. Good. 4 more. 2 and 1. Lean all the way over to the right side. Keep that left arm overhead. We're going to lift the right arm up to the left and down. Exhale, lift and lower. 8. Keep the booty firm. 'Yes, good job. 3, 2, and 1. All the way over to the right side. Find your balance. Lift that left leg up. Tap it down. So I've got the block on top of my left thigh here. I already feel a whole lot more challenged. You can probably hear it in my breath. There's that bit of labored breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg lifted. Little circles forward. 5, 4, 3. Belly firm. 2 and 1. Take it back. 3, 2 and 1. Step the left foot down. Point the knee out. Point the toes out. And reach the right arm over to the left side. Lean into the left side. Start to rotate the rib cage to face the left thigh. Shift your weight back. And you can sink your hips towards the right heel. Hands can be framing the left leg or on the inside of the left leg here. Walk your palms into tabletop position. Slide the left leg back. And we're going to reach the right leg right out. And come up onto the left knee. Blocks again, arms wide. Inhale. Tip to the left. Exhale, lift up through the center. Inhale, tip. Exhale, lift. Yes. Feeling stronger already. As this weather gets nicer, feeling excited about baring my skin. Feeling confident in my body because we have been committed to movement daily, Monday to Friday, for a year now. And for those of you who are just joining us, keep making these commitments to yourself. Moving your body every day doesn't just help you look good, it helps you feel good from the inside out. It's not just about the physical body, it's about how we care for our emotional body, which lives inside our physical body. Same with the mental body. 2 more. Good. Lean all the way over to the left. Left arm is going to lift up to the right and then reach back down. Oh man, I really want to ditch this block, but I'm going to fight for it. I invite you to do the same. Almost there. 5. Good. 2 And one. Yeah, we did it. Lean over to the left side. Block up onto the right thigh. Lift that right leg and tap it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Pull the ribs back. Lock the body into shape. Good work. 4. Almost there. 3, 2. I'm sweating. What about you? 1. Keep the leg up. Little circles forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back around. Almost there. You can do it. Just 3, 2. Yes. And 1. Step the right foot out. Point the knee out. Bend and lean into the right side. Good. Rotate the ribs. Start to shift the hips back. Straighten out the right leg. And shift the hips to the left. And spin the hands back around to tabletop position. Slide the right leg back. Any movements that you want to in this tabletop position, go for it. So arch the back, round the spine, wave the hips, the legs side to side. Beautiful. We're going to come into that neutral table. So stick your bum out a little bit, pull the ribs up, spread the shoulders, slide the right arm in front, and now exhale, lift the right arm up. Bend the elbow, hug the bicep into the rib cage, and then reach forward. Keep the whole center of the body nice and still. Good. Lift it through the chest, broad across the upper back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arm forward. This time you're going to pull the elbow back and slide the bicep right into the rib cage. Reach forward and then pull back. Sort of like if you were with me yesterday, the same weights that we were doing, reaching forward and then hugging back. Elbow narrow. Keep the chin tucked, nose pointing down, but head lifted. 3, 2, and 1. Right hand down. Transfer the weight. Slide the left arm forward. Exhale, lift. So we're going to bend the elbow out to the side this time and reach forward. Bend, reach out and forward. Good. 7. 4, 3. Switching it up, reach forward and then pull into the rib cage. Forward and pull. Starting to speed it up. I can't not with this cool beat of the music. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Left hand down. Walk the hands up onto the thighs. Grab your blocks again. Standing up tall on the knees, or you can stand all the way up if you prefer. We are balancing the blocks in the palms of the hands. Feel like you're pulling the pubic bone forward again, glutes firm. We're going to keep those arms wide and then hug the palms in, tap the weights together. Reach wide, keep the elbows hugging your waist. Reach out and in. Good long spine, out and in. Let's do this. 10, 9. And if you only have foam blocks, that's cool. I love cork blocks because they're heavier and they're a really great way to add load. These kind of movements are amazing. They've helped me heal my body a lot from shoulder injuries. They're helping me currently with the shoulder injury that I'm working through. And if you want to buy a pair, you can actually reach out to me. I have a bunch from when I had my studio. They're pretty much brand new. Good. Yes. 3, starting to feel that weight. 2, and 1. Take the arms out wide. We're going to lower the arms half an inch down, half an inch up. Down and up. Keep the elbows locked to the ribs, palms flat. Down and up. Tiny little bicep curl. That's what it is. 8, 7, nice. 6, 5, 4, good. 3, 2, adding on in 1. 1 from here. Reach the arms out wide. Inhale, pull the elbows in. Exhale, reach. In and out. At your own pace. Don't be tempted to the beat of the music like I am if you don't want. Keep it slow, keep it steady. And books are almost better to use in this because they do have more weight than foam blocks. Some of those dinky foam blocks really are like paperweights, right? They're not paperweights. They feel like a paper weight on your hand. 3, 2, and 1. Hold the arms out, little circles forward. 5, 4, 3. Keep the center of the body still. 2, and 1. Circle it back. 5, 4, 3. Ooh, starting to burn. 2, and 1. Hug the elbows in. Bring the palms in. Here, we're going to do this. We're actually going to flip the blocks in together. Biceps are still hugging the ribs. Wrists are flat. We're going to reach forward, pull back. Reach forward and pull back. 10, 9, 8. Amazing how intense this feels just with these little blocks. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put the blocks down. Just sit back on the heels, loop the shoulders back, roll them back a few times. And then roll the shoulders forward a few times. Good. Set the blocks forward. Step the right foot forward. Let the pelvis come down. We didn't do that lunge on the opposite side. Here it is now. Good. We're going to shift the weight back. Stack that knee over the heel. Curl the left toes under. Hover the knee. Lift up with a little pulse. Pulse. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take the knee back down and then exhale, lift the leg, shift the weight forward. Lifting the left leg. Shift the weight forward into the right, lift the left leg. 8. Harder on this side for me. What about you? 2, and 1. Good job. Bring it back down. Step it down. Let's come down onto the belly. Bring the blocks with you. Blocks at their lowest height along the length. You're going to come down onto your tummy and bring the blocks right underneath the shoulders. You can rest your forehead down or you can bring a blanket underneath your forehead. Big yoga breaths. Good. Press down through the pubic bone. Firm your bum. Retract and hover your head up off the earth. Retract the arms. Lift the arms. Sweep the arms all the way out in front. And then push the arms all the way back behind you. Keep going. Reach forward. All the way back. Firm through the legs, firm through the booty. Keep going with those arms. Good. Arms out in front. Pull the elbows back and then sweep the arms back behind you. Scoop the blocks up into the palms of the hands. Press down for the pubic bone. Keep the lower half of the body nice and firm. Now lift those palms up off the floor. Lift the arms up off the floor. Pulse the arms up. Push. Push palms to the sky. Push. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Look over your right shoulder. Take a big deep breath in. Exhale, release. Press down through the pubic bone. Firm your booty, lift your chest, lift your head, lift your arms, look down. Take the arms out wide and then pull them into the hips. Wide, pull in. 7, we're almost done. 6. Good. Look over to the left side, relax. Deep breath in. Let it go, exhale. Hover the chest, let the blocks float off your hands. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Come into Cobra Pose, lift your heart. You can let the chin hang heavy. You can move through the head or draw little circles with your nose in space. You can let the shoulders creep up towards the ears and then press down into the forearms and lengthen. Good. Press down into the palms. Exhale from your bum. Lift your elbows. A few more big breaths here, sort of like a seal, upward dog kind of a shape. Bring your right hand back to your hip. Bring your left hand back to your hip. Lift up even more, upward dog. Exhale, pull the pelvis back. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, preparing for a plank. Curl the toes. Exhale, lift the knees. Let's hold this. 5, 4, 3, good job. 2, and 1. Exhale, tailbone to the sky, down dog. Move around in any way that feels good in this down dog. Paddling the legs, pivoting the heels, pivoting the hips. And then coming back to a tabletop position and into a child's pose. And then you can roll up, stack vertebra by vertebra, coming into a gentle shape on your back. Blanket underneath your head if you'd like. Keep the knees bent, feet flat, arms wide. You can widen the feet. Slowly tip the knees to the right side. And big breaths here. Press down into the arms. Push, push, push. Exhale, firm the belly. Gather the knees in through the center. And then tip them all the way over to the left. Good. Again, push down into the arms as much as you can. Gather the knees back into the center. Walk the feet in a little closer. Exhale, press down into the earth with the ribcage. Hover the arms up off the floor. Float them all the way up in the air into a big hug. Gentle rock between the shoulder blades. And you can circle your elbows around a few times. And sweep the arms open wide. Scoop the opposite arm over top. And again, those little movements before opening the arms back up wide. And hug the knees into the chest. And then give your knees a little rock side to side. Give your low back a little rock side to side. Circle the knees to the right a few times. And to the left a few times. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch, knees wide, flying butterfly pose, and just hold on to the legs wherever it feels comfortable. Coming back to the rhythm in your breath, the softness in your body. And then you can open up the feet into happy baby pose. So the soles of the feet look up towards the sky, the knees get wide. If holding the feet doesn't work for you or holding the big toes doesn't work, you can hold the ankles or you can slide the elbows back down to the earth and hold the knees instead. Or you can even turn this into a split with the legs wide. A few more big breaths. Bend the knees again. Bring the feet to the earth. And we're done. Savasana. You can keep the knees bent if your low back is tender, or you can straighten out the legs and just let them flop wide out. And don't forget, this is such an important part of your practice, that moment of integration of the body and the mind and the spirit. And allowing yourself to really bask in the sensations of accomplishment, respecting and honoring your body for making time to do self-care, to move, to support the container that your body is for your mind and your emotions and your spirit. And just following the breath, following the belly, in and expansive, and out. Softening the shoulders, softening the glutes, relaxing as much as you can into your body, and seeing if you can relax a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Sending you all so much love. If you did this practice with us live, let me know. Put a comment or leave a comment. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and share this with friends, because this is free for March. And the idea is we want to gift this to people who are ready to take care of themselves. And community is about sharing that gift. So sending you love and hoping that you send this to someone who will benefit from this as well. Peace. Ciao for now. See you on Thursday.